Alrighty, so this is part 2 of my video. Ran out of time on the other one, and had some other stuff I wanted to talk about. The second part kind of involves the other truck, the 1970 model. It broke down finally. Holy cow. The water pump went out. I had been doing some work down at the lower part of the property, drove it back up, and heard a hissing sound, went around, and sure enough, water squirting out the bottom. Now, ordinarily that wouldn't be such a thing, except for the fact that that water pump has been on that truck since my dad, myself, and my brother built that engine in, I think, 1989. It's never been changed. So yay for good parts. I bought a brand new, even though it's, the engine probably needs to be rebuilt. It's about half wore out. It's got, Lord knows how many miles of hard work on it, and everything else has been done to it. But I bought a brand new water pump with a lifetime guarantee, instead of buying a rebuild. I mean, can you ask any better than 20 years out of a water pump? Especially when it's mainly it sits around a lot. I mean, mostly I use it for farm stuff around here until I get brakes and stuff done on it, and a few more things done on it, and then I'll start taking it to some car shows and stuff. Pretty cool, I think. I spent a little money on the truck finally. I bought a water pump. I bought a thermostat, put a thermostat in it, which it hasn't had a thermostat in it in 8-9 years. I don't even remember. The heater core busted in it. I don't know how long, but I don't use a heater in it, so but I decided to put a thermostat in it, and I need to put a new fan clutch on it because that one is actually leaking fluid out of it, or leaking the oil out of it, and isn't spinning very fast. I need to rebuild the carburetor on it. I need to put a new set of points in it and a set of plugs. And basically, I need to do a tune-up on it. It hasn't had a tune-up done in I don't know how long. I've just been, if it runs good, and if it don't run, then I'll fix whatever's wrong with it. But in the last, let's say the last 2 years, pardon the sound of the school bus coming by. Last 2 years, I put a new alternator on it, voltage regulator, a new starter, now a new water pump, a couple of new hoses. So, 10 years worth of faithful service, and I haven't spent but a couple of $100 on the thing. What more can you ask for? The clutch is a little weak in it, but it's been weak it was weak when I got it from my dad in when was that? 2000? 99, 2000, somewhere in there. And I don't drive it that much, so I'm not going to replace it till it goes out. So anyway, that's kind of an update on that truck. It's running again and everything and all that. The Buick is still sitting back there, no engine in it yet. I haven't done anything with it. It's sitting in front of my shop, just sitting. It'll probably sit there a while longer yet until I get the stuff worked out on my green truck. I need to really sell my brown 3/4 ton. I know Jap Scrap is needing a cab for his project. I may shoot him some pictures and see if he wants this cab. All I want is the engine, transmission, and the rear axle out of that, and I need to sell the rest of it. I know he's looking for a cab, and that one, as far as I know, doesn't have any rust except for a couple of pinholes and a rocker. So maybe he'll be interested in it. I don't know. It's a automatic transmission cab. Originally it was a 454 with a 400 turbo, but it's got a floor shifter in it because of that. The engine that was built, that was put in, it was a hot rod engine, and it's got a shift kit in it and everything else, and it's got a floor shifter. And I changed the column over to a tilt column from a standard truck. So who knows? Hey, there's a cat looking at me on the tree. So there's that. Pretty much that's all the updates on the mechanical stuff. Everything else seems to be going all right. You know, the usual stuff. And on that note, I'm going to end this part 2 on this video. Kind of tie up all the mechanical stuff. Oh, well, there's one more thing I'll add. The kitchen countertop in my house, this is another one of those things. By the sink, and was in pretty bad shape. It wasn't in great shape when we bought the house 5 years ago. Well, I got the bright idea the other day to go down and buy some new countertops from Surplus Warehouse. And I got some really nice ones, really pretty. And then I replaced the one on the aisle and replaced the one on the taller counter, and then got to the one that actually needed to be replaced. And literally, when I was taking the old countertop off, the cabinet itself just disintegrated. Come find out that sink had been leaking for a while in a place where it wasn't easily seeable. It was spraying it back onto the wall, up onto the bottom of the countertop, and then down into the floor. We never noticed any water out in the floor, and you know, it was just another one of those things. So what was originally was just replace the countertops and nothing else, has turned into what's probably going to end up a kitchen remodel. So there's that. And on that note, I'll end this video. I'm about to make another one. I want to talk about something else. And so there's part 2 of this update. Bye. Maybe if I can find the button to turn it off with. Where is it?